Yeah, I would say last year, expectation-wise, honestly, there was not too many on there. I felt like it was more about trying to do a good year, just try to get myself back on the map. In terms of results or anything like that, I wasn't too focused on. Obviously, if you want to be, truthful about things, of course, we most probably didn't finish where we wanted to be. So the targets for this year are obviously to move up the grid a little bit. So that's the focus. Yeah, the FW45 is pretty interesting. I've spent a lot of time with the guys in the factory over the winter, gone to the wind tunnel a few times to see what it looks like. There's some big steps forward. It feels like the car's almost completely different. I don't think there's a couple of things, maybe the steering wheel, that's the same, but actually everything else is very different. So it looks faster, and I'm excited. I feel like there was a lot of time over the winter that we really had to focus where we were struggling with the FW45, and I felt like we've been focusing on them points, so hopefully we'll see if it all comes forwards. The new regulation changes for 23 I don't think are going to mean too much. I feel like this is Formula One, all the teams are so good at adapting to certain situations. I feel like there's going to be no time lost with the new regulations. In fact, I'm sure the cars are going to be faster, so yeah, I don't think it'll change. Okay, I'd say the one which is obvious, the track that I'm looking forward to the most would be Vegas. I feel like it's a new track for everyone, and it will be the first new track that we've gone to, at least for me, for a while now. So it's nice to go to new places, and I'm sure Vegas is going to be very special. So yeah. It's going to be exciting. I feel like it's a night race, it's Vegas. I feel like the mechanics are going to enjoy it more than the drivers maybe. I think it's going to be quite a difficult race. It's November. It's actually going to be quite cold around that time. When we did the show event last year, it was actually very cold during the time we did it. So it's going to be tricky, but I'm really, really excited. Yes, Logan and I, we've been working together. I would actually say we haven't spent a whole amount of time with each other, just because last year he was obviously busy on F2, and we were at racetracks for a little bit. We saw each other a couple of times, but then we've been training hard over the winter, December and January. So it's almost like we're beginning our relationship, and it's only going to start, we're going to really only start seeing each other and talking to each other over the next couple of months. So both of us, we have common goals. We need to help this team really work together with being open in our communication and try to get ourselves moving forwards. This year is different. The approach is slightly different, more because I know the team now. I feel like last year there was a lot of learning to be done. It was a new environment for me, and it was coming back from a year away from the sport. So I feel like this year is much more like I know my family. I feel like I've been here. I know everyone. I know the faces. I know how people work, their personalities, and that just helps things move forwards. It feels like we can really start attacking the first day we're in the car straight away. There's no learning that we need to do, and hopefully that will only move things on faster. It's exciting with James coming on board. I feel like he's obviously coming from a team that have had a huge amount of success over the last 10 or so years. So having James come in, he has a different insight, a different idea on how to do things, obviously from a championship winning perspective as well. So I'm really excited to see what he's going to bring to the table. I've had meetings with him already, and he seems like a great guy. He seems to be very open and honest, and I think that's what we need to move on.